Hey guys, as you can see here, I have a flashlight, but this is no ordinary flashlight. This is one badass flashlight. This is the Thrunite Mini TN30 2016 model. And I got this one here in cool white, which is the one that has the LEDs that kind of put out a more harsh, painful white LED light. I say it's painful because it's just brighter than the neutral. Neutral is a little bit more natural colors. It'll give you more realistic colors when you're looking at red or blue with the light. Versus this will wash out the color. But I like that. I like to have that really painful, super bright white LED light that LEDs are known for. And this thing here, in a nutshell, is just crazy because this thing puts out 3,660 lumens on turbo. And how it accomplishes that is through these three LEDs in this head here, which are XP-LV6 LEDs. And like I said, 3,660 lumens. That's absolutely nuts. This thing is powerful. It even says in their paperwork not to shine this in people's eyes because you can do damage. So let me go ahead and just kind of walk you through the outside and then I'll go through the features real quick. So it's got this like beer can shape to it. It's super thick. It almost kind of reminds me of the old mag lights. This is a mag light. It has the D cell batteries and it's just a little bit thicker than that. Actually, it's a lot thicker, but it kind of is reminiscent of that. So if you were comfortable carrying one of these big beasts around, then this is going to be no problem because it's a big beast as well, but it's very short, obviously. And this does not put out 3,660 lumens at all. I don't even know what this is. This probably puts out maybe 100 lumens with that incandescent bulb. But if you're a search and rescue type guy, or maybe law enforcement, military, contractor, somebody who needs to light up an entire football field. So this thing is a chunky piece of aluminum. It's actually T6061 T6 aluminum that's hard coat anodized type 3. So very high quality for sure. I mean, it's just crazy thick. But I mean, you can still put this in a backpack or in a vehicle and not take up a lot of space. It's just not really meant for carrying on your hip as a duty light or some kind of law enforcement light. Although it does come with a holster, a nylon holster, and a lanyard and some extra spare parts like O-rings and whatnot. But I probably would not be carrying this on my hip. It's just way too big for that. Definitely search and rescue, keep in your vehicle type thing. It's got nice knurling for texture and grip, which is nice. Right here you have a little hole for a lanyard, by the way. And obviously this can tail stand. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But you just unscrew the head like this. And on the inside, here's that big humongous head. We'll put it down on the side like that, just so we don't damage it. And inside you got four 18650 lithium ion rechargeable batteries. And there's an O-ring in here that keeps this thing water resistant. And it's actually, they call it waterproof IPX-8 down to 2 meters. So, but take that for what it's worth. Everybody has their own beliefs on the old IPX standard. This thing has a bunch of different levels. It's got strobe, firefly, low, medium, high, and turbo. Let me see if I can go ahead and scroll through some of these settings here. So here's the actuator button right here, and it's actually a metal button, not a rubberized button, which is nice because those rubber ones can get damaged. So let's go ahead and go to low. There's the firefly. And you can actually look into the firefly because that's only 0.5 lumens, and that'll run for 98 days on firefly. The next one up, that is low, which is 46 lumens, and it'll run on that for 123 hours. Not too bad right there. Next one up, 470 lumens for 15 hours. And this is a real usable level right here. I mean, this is just like really any household flashlight nowadays, 470 lumens. And then here's where we start getting into the kick-ass lumens. So next up is 2060 lumens at 190 minutes. So that's pretty nuts. So next up is turbo. You see, just double tap, and now you're on turbo. That's 3660 lumens, and it'll hold that for 120 minutes. But it does have a warning in the paperwork that says not to run the turbo for more than 10 minutes. So I'm not 100% sure why they advertise 120 minutes runtime on turbo when the packaging actually says don't run it on turbo for more than 10 minutes, because you could fry the circuitry on this thing. So I don't know. That's something you have to keep in mind when purchasing one of these. So getting into strobe, you're going to turn it on, and then you're going to double tap it into turbo. So now you're at 3660 lumens. Then you're going to double tap it again, and it'll go into strobe, and that strobe will do that at 3660 lumens for 234 minutes. That's painful for me to just see this right here at the table. Sorry about that, guys, if you guys got seizures. Let's go ahead and show you some footage of what this looks like out in the wild. So this first test, the houses are at about just beyond 50 yards away, and this light lights up the entire field and the houses, no problem. In the second test, the houses are beyond 100 yards away, and keep in mind, I can't really see 100 yards in the dark, and my camera can't see 100 yards in the dark, but it's still pretty good. So as you can see, this is a very powerful search and rescue type flashlight. It's advertised to be able to push light out to 320 meters max. You'll have different results, I'm sure, depending on the terrain you're in, the type of weather you're in and whatnot. But for the most part, on a clear night, 320 meters is pretty insane. So I'm going to keep this in my vehicle and test it long term. I'll keep it as an emergency light as well. There's been instances here in the desert in Las Vegas where I'm driving down the road and I saw a car crash right in front of me and roll over, and there was some injuries and a fatality. And you know, I was the only guy with a flashlight. So something like this would come in really handy to flood the entire area with light, because we were looking for kids that had possibly been ejected, and having a good light to search for injured people would have really come in handy. I had a flashlight on me, but this would be even that much better. So anyways, if you guys are interested in getting a search and rescue flashlight like this, this is only about $100. And please hit that like button to support my channel if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to follow along to see what's next. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe.